Hey Aries, this is Liv from Aries Cartomancy, and today we are going to do your weekly love cartoscope for the 4th week of May. So let's see helpful information, guidance and support for Aries' love life and emotional body for the 4th week of May, please. Helpful information, guidance and support for Aries' love life for the 4th week of May. All right. Okay, decently within frame, larger cards. Kind of hard to get them in the frame maybe. And the frame is okay, right? All right. So, Aries. I feel that those who I am tapping into this week have been going through kind of a lot here. I'm sensing worry, I'm sensing fear of loss, I'm sensing anxieties, I'm sensing a lot of disquiet. I'm hearing disquiet, a disquiet heart, a disquiet mind. Some of you may have been dating for a while. I'm not seeing you being particularly stable there. There might have been multiple partners, for instance, for some of you. There might have been multiple choices, multiple options. You have been thinking about going this or that way. You weren't precisely sure which partner would be a good fit for you. You weren't precisely sure which option you would see as best suited or best liked. And you have been somewhat juggling here, some of you might have actually had some flirting on the side. Of course, it can be you or your partner. But there is something going on. I'm hearing a big scare. So you might have been caught. You might have been sort of given yourself away unintentionally, because something about the steadiness, the stability of some former connection was really put into question here. And you are now assessing things from a more serious point of view. You are now assessing things from a more mature point of view, I'm hearing. So you are trying to stick it out in a situation and resist temptation. Some of you are dealing with addiction. I'm getting particularly drinking too much for some of you. Not all of you, of course, but I'm getting a sense of going out too much, drinking too much, maybe behaving a little bit irresponsibly. when you are drinking. Of course, you or your partner, vice versa energies, always a possibility, right? But there is a wake-up call here. There is a warning sign. There is something of a flashing light, which draws someone attention to the fact that they have been behaving irresponsibly. They have been hitting the bars too much. They have been drinking too much. They have been acting too flirty when drinking, using perhaps the drink as an excuse. And there is a wake-up call about it. They are called to be honest, assess the situation honestly, and they are being called to make a change here. Someone's partner won't put up with that kind of a behavior anymore. Someone's family life or responsibilities really demand that they stop doing whatever they have been doing and really live up to their responsibilities, really live up to their end of a bargain, something along those lines. To be honest, I am getting the feeling though that you are somewhat secluded, somewhat alone, feeling somewhat perhaps disappointed in a sense. I'm getting that vibe, because the fast life was fun, the fast life was entertaining, the fast life was easy to enjoy. I'm getting some escapist behavior here, and you are really trying to look at things from another point of view, from another perspective. You are trying to pass on some of the wisdom you have gathered here. You have learned some lessons. I'm getting that vibe very clearly. And as if by magic, after such a wake-up call, you are now suddenly thinking about things in perspective. You are now suddenly thinking about what it is that you truly desire from a connection or in your love life. You are suddenly thinking about family, perhaps even marriage to someone. But there is a sense here of being forced into it. There is a sense here of feeling like you have to. Perhaps someone is getting or has gotten pregnant, and the partner needs to take responsibility pretty much. It's not what the fast living partner wanted to do. This is not the kind of plan that they had. They are feeling burdened, they are feeling forced, they are feeling like someone pretty much came into the middle of their party and shut off their music and just shut off their lights and send everyone home. That's the point here. However you may frame the situation, however you may try to look at things, there is a sense here of doing things from afar. Doing things from afar, not being truly involved emotionally, feeling not necessarily that this is a burden, but it feels heavy. It feels heavy. Yes, this person is likely to try at least to live up to their responsibility, to their end of the bargain here, but they're not enjoying it. They're not doing it out of their heart. They're not doing it out of love. It's only a sense of responsibility, and I'm not seeing it going in that positive of a place. This would be a life of acting the part and not feeling it, pretty much. So I am getting a strong vibe of someone getting pregnant, someone else being asked to assume responsibility of the situation, perhaps moving in together, living together, having a baby, kind of not necessarily against someone's will, but not because of such an intention. Let me just take like that, right? So if you are on the forcing someone to do something part of the story. I am going to tell you right now that I don't see you having a happy life. I don't see you being satisfied with what you're gonna get, because you are going to get a very resentful, reluctant, at the very best, partner, and it is not going to go anywhere. If you think this is going to go somewhere, let me just tell you, it's not going to go anywhere. This is going to be a life of unhappiness, I'm sorry to say. Let's get some clarifiers here for you, Aries. There is a strong vibe of trying to get someone to marry, trying to get someone to move in together. I am seeing you calling in a higher authority. I'm hearing a higher authority in order to get that done. Some of you might be going after child support, for instance, and the co-parent is kind of irresponsible. They are going to come out a loser in that case. Some of you might be dealing with debt issues from your partner's end of the story, more like. You are likely to lose some money because of it. That's also a possibility. Yeah. Some of you might be dealing with some sort of loan or mortgage issue. Some of you might have taken a loan, for instance, and used your home as collateral. I am seeing you having issues because one of the two partners has forced something, has lied about something, has been keeping something. And the truth is going to come out, and there are going to be consequences here, for sure. Let's see what else we get. For those of you who are going to force some sort of connection here, a marriage or moving in together or having a baby, kind of forcing it, if you know what I mean. I am bound to, I'm kind of duty bound to tell you that you are going to meet someone else very soon, actually. I mean, soon, you know, relative terms. Once you do have that baby, once you do move in together, once you do get married with this person, even though you're not actually that much in love or they are not in love with you, there is going to be cheating, there is going to be meeting someone else, there is going to be betrayal, unhappiness. So it's really pointless to force it. It's really, really pointless to force it. If you're gonna have a baby, of course, okay, have that baby, but don't force it. Don't do it in the hopes of that achieving something else. You know what I mean? Because it's not gonna achieve it. Let's get some more clarifiers here for you. See? If you are forcing the matter, if you are trying to get a connection to the stage of marriage or life together, you are coming from a place of feeling some sort of inner child issue, having some sort of childhood drama, which is pushing you to seek comfort, pushing you to seek stability outside of yourself. You should focus rather on nourishing yourself, on loving yourself, on taking care of yourself, because what it is that you are looking for outside of yourself, I am not seeing it as likely for you to find it that way. You need to first find it within yourself. Whatever drinking and partying has been going on as a distraction, that's not gonna work either, because there is work you need to be doing within your heart, within your shadow pretty much side. So there is work to be done there, and nothing and no one can ever replace it or make things better for you if you don't do the actual work yourself. I think that you actually know that what you're doing is wrong. If this is you, or if it's your partner, of course, then they know that what they are doing is wrong. They know that they won't achieve any sort of happiness by doing that. They know that they won't feel satisfied by doing that. There's a shadow place here, pushing someone to demand, to force, to push, to shove, to try to get something, some sort of affection of which they are starved. But this is not going to work in offering them that nourishment. You are tempted to take this way because it seems easier, it seems faster. You are trying very hard to find a solution because you are tired of feeling that wound, but this won't work, I'm sorry to say. Let's see. I'm going to breathe in deeply. Okay. So, let me just say that when I got this deck, it had a printing issue. I think you can see, right? The printing, the cutting issue. I have tried to get it replaced. Not exactly the best time to have the publisher replace it because of shipping issues and that kind of a situation. And I am trying to see this as a message from spirit, which is to say that things are not always perfect, right? Things are not always cut and dry. This is a moment, a trial for you. This is a moment when you need to look into your heart, to look into your family line. I think that someone in your family line has actually done what you are trying to do now, and they have lived the kind of life that you would be living, meaning an unhappy one. I'm hearing root of all evil, right? So for some of you, this may be a generational curse here, and you are acting out on that energy which has been passed down for generations. If you want to break this cycle, you need to focus on grounding, you need to focus on cleansing, on clearing, on doing the right thing, first and foremost for yourself, right? And then the right thing for others as well. And if you do that, you can, I feel, break this cycle. If not, you are going to fall prey to it, I'm afraid. Take a leap, see? You need to take a leap in this situation. You need to think outside the box. You need to not do the same mistakes someone else in your family has done. You have seen how they played out. You have witnessed the consequences. I don't think that you want to go down the same path, really. And if you think it's gonna turn differently for you, let me just tell you that it won't. Unfortunately, I'm seeing that. You are at a crossroads right now, which to me means that you can make the right choice. You can make that inspired and smart choice, which is going to keep you protected from that kind of energy. You can make the right choice here for yourself and for your future, and if there is a potential baby involved, for that baby as well. You can make that right choice. It's all up to you, really. It's all up to you. This is a crossroads moment. You make your choice. You're gonna make your bed pretty much, and then you're gonna lay in it. So be careful what you choose. Let's see some final advice for you, Aries. Digital detox, recalibrate, reset, and recharge, which to me speaks about going off grid, going offline for a while. Panther, protection, your second card of protection at the bottom of the deck. So this talks to me about going offline for a while, maybe even going on some sort of alone time somehow, unplugging and just thinking things through, allowing thoughts, ideas, wishes to percolate through your mind, and just allow your inner wisdom, your higher self. Also ask your ancestors, your guardian angels, your spirit guides to chime in and help you to make the right decision for yourself and for your future child, if there's a child involved, for your future family, because you can make the right choice here. You can make the right choice. You can save yourself, and you can break the cycle for future generations as well. It's all up to you, Aries. It's all up to you. So that being said, these were your messages for this week. If the reading resonated with you, please do hit the like button. If you didn't, hit the dislike button. If you vibe with me, please do hit the subscribe, somewhere around here. Thank you for choosing to be part of my soul tribe this week. I hope you will choose to do the same thing next week as well. I'm sending you much, 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 much love and light, and we'll be seeing you soon. Bye!